Okay, time for high jumping, where the venue is rockhopper and the vehicle we are using is a bike. Let's do this shit. Because apparently I am largely pissed off over this game just wanting to totally destroy itself like it's made from chaos. And well, I've already used the other two bikes up to this point, so I think it's now time for me to use this one, the Wasabi Wildcat. Controlling a vehicle in the air will help you avoid smashes and improve your racing line. The lighter the vehicle, the more responsive in the air. Simple. Probably even simpler than trying to recognize a Chevrolet. That's probably the closest I could come up with. Anyways, we are back at Rockhopper. And hopefully, if it's possible, this event will not feel as totally idiotic as the previous event was. Keep in mind, of course, the one thing to basically put the cherry on top of how terrible it was, the game just decided to crash on me again. And I have a feeling that's going to be an issue which I'm just going to have to live with, regardless of whatever the circumstances might be. And no matter how much I try to avoid the trial and error, the game just simply says to me, fuck you, you use trial and error. And apparent as it might be, it looks as though that trial and error is going to continue because I cannot avoid the chaos and destruction that is just happening all around me. Just basically making me feel like I'm meat inside a sandwich. Because the game does not give a shit about my efforts. And apparently, for one reason or another, the wrecking just keeps happening with the game, even though I am managing to at least get the racing I want. Anyways, one lap is down and we still have 2 to go. Just depends on knowing if I can manage to survive those 2 laps, which I think is the real question. Just makes me wonder how long it's going to take before I get through the Yep, okay, never mind. I thought for sure I could make it to the other side of the rock, but apparently that was not going to be the case. And I do not make the same mistake I made last time. And of course, those barriers are there for a reason. Whilst I am in conflict with the ATVs. 2 wheels versus 4. Hopefully it shall be 2 wheels who prevails on this occasion. Considering I know for sure there's literally no way anyone would be stupid enough to do this sort of thing in real life. Unless they were wanting to literally kill themselves doing this many jumps on a bike. Unless they're daredevils, of course, then they may consider doing it. Although a daredevil is one thing I'm clearly not. I don't even know a single thing about daredeviling shit. But again, the only thing I can really hope for out of this is I can actually survive on my first attempt and actually get a decent run in the books for once in my life. Because that would be nice if a decent run does manage to happen, of course. I'm just pushing it at full throttle because I don't care. And so, we are heading up to the final banking on this course, and already it's going terribly. But somehow I still rejoin in the lead, because that's literally how far ahead I was of everyone else. Can I get up to the checkered flag? And yes I can, by the skin of my teeth. Well, not necessarily by the skin of my teeth, but you know what I mean. Anyways, let's try and see if we can get a thumbnail. I basically wrecked once every lap, and yet somehow in the end I still managed to achieve a dub simply because I was that far ahead of everyone else. Okay, let's stop it there. So, for the top 6, I won by 3.6 seconds over Savage. Then we had Drew Byard in 3rd position ahead of Lucy Zian. Then we had Danger Ken Wright in 5th ahead of Angel Pie. And for the bottom 6 we had Dunia, we had Dunia Laudiyi ahead of Getty Minus, Renita Zelada, Mr. Sov, Andy G, and Anju was last. Or Anju, I should say. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways. Alright. We have unlocked ourselves another ticket, and we've also unlocked ourselves another vehicle. Even though I'm pretty sure it probably didn't display all the other unlocks because, well, the game wrecked before I could do that, but for once, I get through a segment where the game does not crash. High jumping is done, and next time we shall be doing Superstar. Coming up next, in a mud plucker.